السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Welcome back to Madina Book 1, and this is the new batch which today we are doing lesson number 11, Beitي, my house. Remember, Beitي is not one word, it is two words. There's Beitu with the Dhamma here, and then Ya comes here. So because of this Ya, we had to give a kasra, which is actually Baitui kind of, right? Remember, this kasra is just because of Ya Mutakallim, lil munasaba, or just because Ya Mutakallim doesn't accept anything before it. So that's why we had to give a kasra here, Beití. It's two words. I'm not talking about letters, words. Mudaf, mudaf alayh. When a pronoun joins a noun, it becomes what? Mudaf, mudaf alayh. My house shows possession. Any pronoun joins a noun, it becomes mudaf, mudaf alayh. That's why there's no tanween. So Beitu is mudaf, and Ya Mutakallim, the Ya first person, is mudaf ilayhi. So hada Beití. This is my house. Again, hada is one word. Baitui or Baitui or Beití is two words. Bay plus ya. Hada Beití. Beití amam al-masjidi. My house is in front of the masjid. So amama is also a dharf, adverb. There are few words which act as adverbs of place or time. Right? Something in front, above, below, or tomorrow, today. The word following it can have a kasra. This is called dharf and mudaf ilayhi. So we have in lesson 5, we've learned mudaf ilayh, if you remember, right? Possession, Baitullahi, Allah's house. So same thing here, amam al-masjidi. But it's just dharf. So dharf has two rules. One, it itself takes a fatha. Amama, it'll not be amami and all that. Unless a preposition comes, it'll be amama. And then second rule is the word following is amam al-masjidi, in front of the house. Beití jamilun, my house is beautiful. Beití jamilun. Fihi hadiqatun saghiratun, in it. So fihi, this is a new word we're learning. It means in it. Fihi. So there's a rule. The pronoun who we learned in the previous lesson, lesson number 10, all the pronouns, right? So when you say kitabuhu, his book, there's a rule. The who, just for reading purposes, if it has a kasra or a ya before it, it becomes he. So literally this was fi who, he who. Because why are you changing who? It's mabni, right? It's fixed. So we say, well, there's a rule just for reading, ease of reading. We'll say fi he, in it, hadiqatun saghiratun. In it is a small garden. Fihi hadiqatun saghiratun, small garden. In it, fihi. Why are we not starting a sentence with hadiqatun saghiratun first? We'll learn later on, but we cannot start a sentence which is nakira, which has tanween in general. Generally, there's a general rule. You have to start something which is definite. You cannot say a small garden in it. Won't make sense, kind of. It's not allowed in Arabic unless there are some conditions which will come later on. That's why we had to start with fihi. Hadihi ghurfati. This is my room, right? Now, room, ghurfa, is feminine. Ghurfat, this was actually ghurfatui, correct? So, hadihi is used instead of hada. Hadihi, this is my room. It's just giving a tour of his house. Fiha nafidatun kabiratun wa mirwahatun jamilatun. In it is a big window and a beautiful fan. Mirwahatun jamilatun. Hada sariri. This is my bed. Again, two words. Sarirui. It becomes sariri. وهذا كرسيي, and this is my chair. وهذا مكتبي, and this is my desk, مكتب. ساعتي وقلمي وكتابي على المكتب. Because of alam giving kasra, my watch and my pen and my book are on the desk. I need to add wow. ساعتي وقلمي وكتابي. Because there's no like comma kind of. You have to keep using wow and. وحقيبتي تحت المكتب. Maktabi. This is also dharf. And my bag is under the desk. So on the table, these three, my watch, my pen, and my book. And my bag is under the table. نافذة غرفتي مفتوحة. And the window of my room is open. So you notice here, نافذة. So you'll be like, should I give it tanween here? نافذة. It doesn't make sense. It cannot have al, because it's not written here. So it's either of two options. It's nafidatun, and then there's ghurfati, my room. So your brain should make an attachment that this is like one part of it, right? And you have to make it mudaf alayhi. Nafidatu ghurfati, my room's window. And that comes with practice, okay? Because if you give a tanween, then what is ghurfa doing here? A window, my room, it won't make sense. So you have to make it like this is mudaf ilayhi, and this is again mudaf, and the ya is mudaf ilayhi. So triple مضاف or double you could say. Double. 1 2 and then 2 4. مفتوحة. نافذة غرفتي مفتوحة. My room's window, or yeah, my room's window is open. هذه غرفة أخي. This is my brother's room. This is also مضاف مضاف ليه double مضاف. هذه غرفة أخي. This is my brother's room. وتلك غرفة أختي. So you notice here, غرفة is one word like I said, and أخي, and this is a ya. This is a ya, which is different. So if you want to make a box kind of, هذه غرفة is one word. Yeah. So this is how it is. غرفة and أخ and then ya. Right? Just for explaining. This is how it is. وتلك غرفة أختي, and that is my sister's room. Again, غرفة أختي. غرفة أخي كبيرة. This is like one unit again. Right? This is so the mubtada, and this is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. This is the khabar. Don't go into analysis so soon, but yeah. I mean, my brother's room is what? Is big. Because it's not a complete sentence. No, mudaf mudaf is never a sentence. So غرفة أخي كبيرة. My brother's room is big. وغرفة أختي صغيرة. And my sister's room is small. غرفة أخي أمام غرفتي وغرفة أختي أمام المطبخ. My brother's room is in front of my room. Again, he's making a sentence what? This is like one unit if you want to understand, right? Like غرفة أخي, this is like one unit. And then أمام غرفتي is in front of my room, is one unit. Right? The both, you need to translate them together. My brother's room is in front of my room, in front of my room. Okay, وغرفة أختي أمام المطبخ, and my sister's room is in front of the kitchen, مطبخي. لي أخ واحد اسمه أسامة. If you want to join with tanween, and this will be joined with what? نسمه. Anyways, لي أخ واحد, I have one brother, اسمه أسامة, his name is Usama. ولي أخت واحدة, and I have one sister, اسمها سعاد. We've learned before, for brothers and sisters, we use لي instead of عندي, I have. أبي وأمي في تلك الغرفة الكبيرة. My father and my mother are in that big room. See, تلك, we've learned in lesson 8, when هذا ذلك تلك, and inshallah we'll learn later on, أولئك, those, and so on. You need to do what? If al comes after that, it's like one unit again. Right? تلك الغرفة يعني في تلك الغرفة, because في is affecting both, because this is called badal, in that room, and this is adjective, so you have to read it together. في تلك الغرفة الكبيرة, in that big room. أنا أحب أبي وأمي, I love my father and mother. وأحب أخي وأختي, and I love my brother and sister. تمارين, answer the following questions. اقرأ واكتب من في هذا البيت, who's in this house. فيه حامد. Just you have to read. He wants us to practice فيه حامد. ماذا في الحقيبة, what's in the bag. فيها كتابي وقلمي ودفتري, because it's feminine, we said فيها كتابي وقلمي ودفتري. In it is my book, my pen, and my notebook, دفتري. من في السيارة, who's in the car. فيها أبي وأمي وأخي وأختي. In it is my father, my mother, my brother and sister. من في مسجد الجامعة الآن. مسجد جامعة, university, مسجد now, مضاف نافله. ما فيه أحد. Ma also means not. So no one in it. أحد is like one. So ma will say no one. There's no one in it. من في هذه الغرفة. T, who's in this room. فيها المدير. In it is the principal. A small lesson. He just wants to practice. أحب أبي, I love. أحب. This is different from أحب, most beloved, with the fatha. أحب is أنا, I love. We'll learn later on. أحب أبي وأمي. I love my father and my mother. أحب أخي وأختي. I love my brother and my sister. أحب زميلي. I love my classmate. أحب أستاذي. I love my teacher. أحب الله. We'll learn later on why it gets a fatha. But generally, objects of a verb gets a fatha. It's called مفعول به. Like Hamid hit Zaid. So he said ضرب زيد حامدا. So who's doing the action? زيد. ضرب زيد. He's called the fa'il. He's the doer. And Hamidan is called the mafulun bihi. Inshallah, it will come in lesson 5 of book 2 of the next book. Inshallah. أحب الله, I love Allah. أحب النبي, I love whom? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. أحب اللغة العربية. This is an adjective, so it matches. I love the Arabic language. أحب اللغة العربية. With that, we are done. And we have more plurals coming up. Lesson 12 and lesson 13. Inshallah ta'ala. This is all feminine, about feminine. And then we have 14, 15. Inshallah, we have almost 10 more lessons or 11 more lessons. And we will finish this book. Inshallah, hopefully, we will start with Madina Book's side books, inshallah ta'ala, after we finish this book, whenever it is possible. Barakallahu feekum, Jazakallahu Khairan. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.